Good morning. How the devil are you doing this fine day? Me, I am surprisingly relaxed given that 3 hours ago we didn't actually have a show at all. Got to be honest, the exertions and emotions of the past few weeks finally caught up with me this weekend. And once the Saturday social was in the can, I basically took root on the sofa. Incidentally, this week's marathon Saturday social was probably the best yet, although we're only 3 shows in. Those unscripted shows are enormous fun, and based on the level of input from the audience, there is a real need for a platform upon which to share our opinions. So, all things being equal, the Saturday Social will open its doors once again at 10 a.m. on Saturday morning this coming week. Now, while I search for my missing energy levels, let's roll the intro and get this show properly on the road. Welcome to the Breakfast Show. I'm your host, Mark Anthony. It is Monday, the 7th of February. And as that remarkably persistent guy just said, welcome to the Breakfast Show. I am your host, Mark Anthony. In today's show, the Construction Industry Training Board states the bleeding obvious. A mammoth Turkish bridge is going up, a mammoth German bridge has come down, and a controlled blast fills yet another US power plant. Plus, we'll be finding out why Lynch Plant has added an Xwatch system to its training fleet armory. We're going to get to all of that in just a second. But first, let's see who among the rich and the shameless will be celebrating a birthday on this day of days. Happy birthday! And it's many happy returns to a man who gave his name to one of the great equipment brands of the world, Mr. John Deere. Happy birthday also to a man whose very name chills the blood of English school children more than 200 years after he was born, Mr. Charles Dickens. Happy birthday also to Status Quo bassist Alan Lancaster, American comedians Emo Phillips and Chris Rock, and to musicians Steve Bronski and Garth Brooks. Very different musicians indeed. A happy birthday also to self-appointed action transvestite and wannabe politician, comedian Eddie Izzard. But far, far more importantly, today marks the birthday of a man who is on this show almost as often as I am, Builders Conference CEO, Mr. Neil Edwards. Many happy returns, Neil, and many happy returns to them, one and all. It's hard to imagine now, but there was a time when the Construction Industry Training Board concerned itself almost entirely with training construction workers, you know, like their name suggests. Today, sadly, it apparently prefers to conduct surveys to prove what any right-minded construction professional could have told them without going to the time and expense of commissioning a survey. The CITB has just published a report entitled Rethinking Recruitment, and it contains earth-shattering gems such as just 2% of those outside construction see it as a preferred industry in which to work. That the industry needs to widen the net to recruit more women and more workers from ethnic minorities. If workers don't have personal contacts within the industry risks missing their talents. Well, no shit, Sherlock. No, not surprisingly, given that its very existence rests upon the industry continuing to value its presence, the CITB claims we still have the chance to address these perceptions and appeal to a much wider group. Steve Radley, CITB's outgoing strategy and policy director, said this report is aimed at helping the industry take a fresh look at how it attracts its future workforce. Construction has massive strengths, such as its ability to make a positive impact, including its contribution to net zero, and it scores highly on the variety of work and the opportunity to specialize, become an expert, and progress your career. Construction's challenge is to bring the knowledge and understanding of insiders to those outside of the industry and to celebrate what it's good at, or what is good about it. We need to fire up their enthusiasm and make it the career of choice for thousands more potential new workers. Among the suggestions to improve recruitment outcomes and fix incorrect stereotypes, companies making more of ambassadors, presenting role models from their own workforce and offering site taster days and easier ways to access work experience. And here is the real reason why the survey was probably conducted and the report published. Firms are encouraged to link up with CITB's on-site training hubs and to get in touch with their regional engagement office to take up training opportunities for staff. I have a funny feeling that report will be one of the main topics of conversation in the after show chat. And by the way, if you'd like a copy of that report, I'm going to add a link to it in the chat while I'm playing this.
The Miller GT series heralds a new era of unrivaled power and cutting-edge intelligent coupler technology, increasing job site safety, machine versatility, and productivity. It's the added versatility that you need at the value you can afford. To find out more, visit millergroundbreaking.com.
A German demolition project this weekend entered the record books as the tallest bridge ever to be demolished in the country came crashing down. Demolition crews used around 120 kilograms of explosives yesterday to bring down the Rinsdorf viaduct on Germany's A45 Autobahn near Wilmsdorf in the state of North Rhine-Westphalia. The bridge was 70 meters tall and spanned 500 meters. Would you like to see it? Thought perhaps you might. That 55-year-old structure came down at 11 a.m. local time yesterday, dropping 16 pillars and the road surface in what the contractor described as a picture book blast. If you like bridges, be sure to stick around to the end of the show. We've got an absolute treat in store for you. Now, speaking of epic blasts, yet another US power plant has fallen to the power of explosive demolition. This time it's the Monticello power plant in Mount Pleasant over in Texas. And we've got the footage to prove it. Two blasts in a single live show. Who else offers you that? Come to think of it, who else offers a demolition and construction live show? Yeah, I digress. The latest machine to join the Lynch Plant training school in Brampton, Cambridgeshire, is an Hitachi ZX135 US, a 16-ton reduced tail swing crawler excavator. And that is what she looks like. Xwatch Safety Solutions has recently installed an XW5 series RCI to the machine to bring operators and trainees up to speed with all the functions of the rated capacity indicator. The Xwatch XW5 is the only system with overload, height and slew limitation that is controlled by using proportional soft stop hydraulic valves that come as standard. The virtual wall function also comes as standard with the XW5 as well. The simplicity of the system enables the instructor to train the operator to master the use of the XW5 in a very short space of time, which is obviously very, very key. Chris Kent, NVQ plant assessor at Lynch Plant, says, "We like the Xwatch XW5 system as the virtual wall is included in the base price and is not an added extra. The system is also smoother on slowdown and preempts limits sooner than other ICIs on the market. Familiarising our instructors with the system with the manufacturer is an important part of the training process so we can maximise the time with all our operators." Chris Kent's comments are echoed by Dan Leaney at Xwatch. "We were delighted to support Lynch in supplying an XW5 system for the training centre," he says. "The vast majority of large infrastructure projects such as HS2 will have machines working with this system, so it's important that the operator is fully up to speed with the functions of the RCI. Everyone deserves to go home safe, and understanding the importance of height, slew and load capacity on a busy site keeps the operator and site personnel free from harm." Lynch Plant pride themselves on providing the very best operators, and we are proud to be a part of that. Hear, hear, sir.
Asoft and Svantec are your high-end partners for noise, vibration, dust and air quality systems, sensors and software. To find out more, visit axoft.co.uk or call 01234 639 550.
Now, earlier in the show, we brought you footage of a German bridge coming down. Now, in the interest of balance, we're about to show you a bridge that is going up.
A structure of superlatives, the Çanakkale Bridge in Turkey. It's said to be the longest suspension bridge in the world, connecting the continents of Asia and Europe, and is one of the most significant infrastructural projects undertaken in the region. A team of international specialists are in the process of implementing this challenging construction project. The joint venture between Turkey and Korea, DLSY, has also opted for the professional know-how of Germany-based Liebherr Tower Cranes.
The project started in March 2017 and will be completed 2021. Currently, 5,000 employees and approximately 100 subcontractors are engaged on the project.
The dimensions of the Çanakkale Bridge are impressive. A total length of 4,608 meters, a 2,023-meter-long middle span from pylon to pylon, and a height of 318 meters. Plus, each of the bridge's pylons weighs in at over 37,000 tons. All of this makes it the longest and tallest suspension bridge in the world.
The connecting cables consist of galvanized high-strength wires. The total length of all wires will be 162,000 kilometers, which is 4 times around the world.
The bridge's construction presents significant challenges for all those involved. The problem? Extreme weather conditions and regional natural forces. To address this, Liebherr Tower Cranes has developed an optimal solution for operations at heights surpassing 300 meters. 2 high-performance, specifically configured luffing jib cranes are able to meet the formidable requirements.
In collaboration with the customer and our static department, we had to find a safe solution to put 2 357 HCL cranes with a weight of 130 tons each on a cantilever fixed on a bridge pylon with a height of 310 meters. The main challenge was the fact that the site is located in a highly active seismic area. Therefore, we had to provide an earthquake-proof tower crane configuration, which was successfully accomplished by our static and tower crane solutions departments.
The construction cranes are designed with a tower height of 37 meters to provide the flexibility necessary to counter any potential earthquakes. Performance capacity is in no way restricted.
Both cranes are equipped with special 160 kilowatt hoist gears, allowing them to lift loads up to 20 tons for this project. As well, small loads can be lifted from sea level to the pylon deck within 1 minute.
All required construction materials are transported to the 2 pylons by boat and then lifted by the construction cranes. Tight platform conditions, some adverse weather, and constant maritime traffic make this a challenging job that relies on the operative precision provided by the 2 Liebherr cranes.
The lever control system features like level looping and macro move and the wind force moment control help us a lot for safe and efficient operation.
When complete, the Çanakkale Bridge will become a new link route for millions of people. It's a major milestone for progress and economic development in the region.
It'll be worth visiting Turkey just to drive across that bridge when it's finished. Absolutely awesome engineering.
Sorry to interrupt the guy with the funny glasses, but if you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button as it helps our channel. Or, better still, share this video with a friend or a colleague. Thank you. Right, back to Beardy.
Right, just one final thing for today. The Construction Collective team are currently girding their loins ahead of this week's show that is dedicated to the subject of skills, training and apprenticeships. The show was originally timed to coincide with the National Apprenticeship Week, which runs all of this week. But in light of that latest report from the CITB, I think there should be way more to discuss than just that. So if you are around at 6 p.m. on Wednesday, we'd love to hear what you have to say. Right, that should just about do us for the main part of the show today. I'm going to roll the outro in just a second before leaping gazelle-like over into the chat to see what you're all saying today. If you can't stick around, please stay safe, look after yourself, your family, your friends and your colleagues, and thanks for watching. But if you do have the time to spare, I will see you on the other side of this.